Hey everyone, today I've got something really exciting to share with you. A fun project on building a basic catapult. Catapults are such a cool way to see physics in action, and I can't wait to show you what I've been working on. In this video, I'll take you through each step of the building process, and of course, I'll show you the picture of my catapult. So here's the abstract of this project. The primary objective is to build a functional catapult using readily available materials and also to explore the mechanics behind its operation. I plan to build a catapult which launches paper balls and shows the working of physics principles like forces, projectile motion, and tension. But in this presentation, we'll be only exploring the projectile motion part of the working. Catapults are an excellent example of applying fundamental physics principles such as projectile motion. For example, when you throw a ball, you can observe that its path is formed in such a way that the upward movement followed by the descent is a result of gravity. But even though it's moving straight, gravity forcing it to deviate from the line when in air, it follows a curved path. This trajectory of the motion is determined by a curve characteristic, and this motion is called projectile motion. The physics principle that we will be exploring today is projectile motion, which is basically the motion when an object experiences curved trajectory. I have provided two of the most vital equations according to me relating to projectile motion. The first one is the maximum height of a projectile, which is the highest point it reaches and is determined by its launch speed and angle. The formula v naught sine theta naught whole square divided by 2g shows that a higher speed and a steeper angle result in a greater height with gravity pulling it down. Essentially, the faster and more upwards the launch, the higher the projectile goes before descending. And the second equation is the horizontal range of the projectile, or basically how far it travels horizontally. And this is determined by its initial speed, launch angle, and gravity. The formula r equals v naught square sine to theta naught divided by g combines these factors: the initial speed, which is v naught, the launch angle, which is theta naught, and the gravitational acceleration, which is small g. Essentially, this equation tells us the distance a projectile travels depends on how fast it's launched, the angle it's launched at, and the effect of gravity pulling it down. This project is very basic and requires the most accessible materials like glue, bottle cap, a ball, some popsicle sticks, and also a few rubber bands to finally tie everything together. For the making of this catapult was very easy for me. As for the base, I took around 3 to 5 popsicle sticks and stacked them together, securing both ends tightly with rubber bands, as you can see in the diagram. For the arm, I created a second stack of only one popsicle stick, securing strictly only one end with a rubber band. I then inserted the unsecured end of the stick between one more sticks in the base, forming a T shape. Next, I glued the bottle cap to the free end of the arm to act as a holder for the paper ball. After letting the glue dry, I ensured the structure was stable, and as you can see, it turned out really well for me. Finally, I placed the paper ball in the bottle cap and pulled the arm down and released it to launch the ball. And I believe this to be my aha moment, as the project that I had been working on for the past few weeks had finally come together. And this simple yet effective design provided a fun and educational way to explore the basic physics principles. In conclusion, I would like to say how different physical principles relate to the working of this catapult. Forces like gravitational force make the ball experience projectile motion, and also physical quantities like potential energy and kinetic energy are responsible for the movement of the ball. Thank you so much, but I still need to do one thing before I conclude this presentation. I need to thank my fellow classmates for providing me with their insight in order for me to improve this presentation and make it better for you guys to understand it in a better way and also in a simple way. So, so I would say to conclude, I hope this presentation was enough for you to understand projectile motion in an easier way, and I believe that you all will try to make this catapult at your home as well to understand the working of projectile motion in a better and an easier way. Thank you so much and have a good day, guys.